Hey, good morning guys, it's Stephanie. It's Saturday, January 21st. Well, this month here is almost nearing completion and not much has changed regarding information with moving forward, except that my realtor said that we need to wait, that the potential buyers were approved by the lender and they were approved by my HOA community where I live for them to move in. So right now I'm a little bit on limbo. The other thing is I have found an apartment that I want to go live in. It's very pricey. It's almost $2,000 a month. It's 800 square feet. It's a normal apartment. It's modern, but it's a community that I lived at when I first moved in here in 2007 from the East Coast. It feels different to be in a normal home or just look at a mobile home. I have a normal kitchen with cabinets. It's fully carpeted, but I don't care about that. I don't have any pets, so that's going to be fine. One of the most important thing to me was having a home where I have my own parking and my own garage. I will be getting my own garage, and that was like $200 a month more. But it's a big enough garage where I can put my extra stuff, because remember, I'm coming from a home that's over 1,500 square feet and I'm gonna have a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna set up both my bedroom sets. I'm only gonna do one, and most likely it's probably gonna be my day bed that I'm gonna use. So I'm excited about it, but I want to get deeper into the conversation with you guys, and we'll do that when we come right back. So anyways, let's talk about the cost here. It's going to be $1,900 a month. It's a gated community. It has a clubhouse. We have a big pool, community pool. We have a cookout area, and we have a car wash area. I wash my car at least once or twice every week, unless it's raining out and I don't wash it. Okay. It's only going to be for 14 months. I'm only going to live there for 14 months. If I wanted to be there for 7 months, which would have been ideal, because that's the point where I'm ready to buy my own home. Okay. I'm trying to establish my finances and increase my credit. My credit is over 700. Okay, I don't know what system they use in Europe or Asia, but in America we have a credit system where they can decide whether you're a responsible financial person in terms of paying your debt and living within your means. Well, I'm responsible, I live within my means, and I control my finances. But if I can wait out the 7 months, my credit will be that much more powerful, and I may be able to buy something a little bit on the higher end to me, according to my finances. But anyway, the reason I went 14 months is because my monthly rent would be $1,900. If I decided to stay here just for 7 months, which would put me in August, then my rent would be about $2,800 a month. $2,800 a month. That's a mortgage. That's a mortgage on a $400,000 home. It wouldn't make any sense. That's why I decided to go 14 months. If I go 14 months, my rent will come down substantially. $1,900 a month for an 860 square foot apartment, 1 bathroom, kitchen, living room, dining room, a balcony, okay? And I would have a garage underneath my apartment, okay? Which is only 1 flight of stairs, okay? I'm excited. I can't wait to get this going. And as a matter of fact, before I came back to complete this video, I texted my real estate person and asked him if he has heard anything on a closing date and a deposit date. So I'm hoping that he gets back to me today and tells me that there is a closing date, there is a deposit, so I can go ahead and put a deposit on my apartment, okay? Because there's 3 available, and I'm hoping that it stays available long enough that I can hear something back. So that being said, that's where I stand in my situation with moving. Now, this smock, okay, this is my new part-time job. I took a 4-hour training for a home health care agency, and I'm hired, and I did a competency test which came out good, and I went through all the prerequisites, and Monday I got to go get recertified for CPR, basic life support. Okay, the good thing about this is I can work as many hours as I want because they're a growing company, and they're growing very, very fast. They're growing very, very fast. And I already have my schedule to start about a week and a half from now. And the agency sets you up on this portal where you get to see your schedule and you get to see who you're caring for. Okay, so it's got the person's information, his address, his contact, and it's an amazing system. And I think I'm going to be happy doing this part-time job, because I need that part-time job, because basically my full-time income every month is going for my rent. So my part-time job, which pays me pretty close to my full-time rate, is going to go ahead and support my groceries, and my living expenses. That's it. My fuel for my car insurance. I don't have any debt. The only debt I have is this car. And when I get the proceeds from my home, I'm going to pay it off. And then I'll have plenty over for a deposit on my new home. That's the way that I think. That's the way my mind operates. So the lease on my apartment is short term, only 14 months. And then 3 months out, I will start my home purchase search. And I have people down here that's going to assist me. You see, I got a smile on my face. I do have a smile on my face. Because honestly, I have never owned a home by myself. I purchased a home by myself, but I ended up living in it with my ex, who I was married to, both my exes. So I didn't technically purchase it by myself, although I participated in starting the financing and house searching. But on this home purchase that I'm going to do in 10 months from now, it's going to be solely me. It'll be all on me. I'm financing my deposit. I'm going to do the search with my realtors. And the good thing about this is I'm going to keep this part-time job. It sounds like it's something that's going to work out for me. I'm not going to be working in a team atmosphere, sort of. The agency is behind me, but they're not bent over me behind my back, breathing down my neck. I could do my job. It's a very efficient job. I've done this with my roommate that I lived with for 10 years. He had Parkinson's, and the person that I'm going to be caring for on this new part-time job for home health care has Parkinson's, and he signed up with the Veterans Affairs, just like my roommate had. I had been living with my roommate for 9 years or 10 years, and he started up this Veterans Affairs supplementary program that they have for their vets for family care in the house. So since he had weak family ties, I came in on as a family member, okay? And we lived together for almost 10 years, and I cared for him. I was also his partner. You know, we became like family. So I'm very excited about this, and you never know where it's going to take me. So I'm happy about it. I have a decent income with my full-time job, but to have a part-time job like this, where they're paying me very close to what I make, is outstanding. That means I can afford to buy a second vehicle so I can put my little baby in the garage and drive my second vehicle to work, to both my jobs, my daily things. And when I get my home, that second vehicle will be a benefit because it's going to be an SUV. And when you're a homeowner, you're going to be going to a Home Depot or a Lowe's, where I worked, to buy home things, you know. And I'm happy. I'm happy because before I buy my second home, this car is going to be paid off, and I won't have no large debts. Yeah, guys, so that's what's happening. I don't want to be negative, because I said in the beginning of the year that I have to steer away from negativity. But do you guys know what it's like to live alone in the world, being a transgender person? Of all the challenges that you have to face in a professional setting with work, do you know what it's like to live in a family where you're not respected or accepted? You have to be incredibly strong and always be positive, and try to lean on those people or friends or co-workers that support you. Just the idea of having a steady, reliable career or work with a strong foundation is so important on you moving forward in your life, to be grounded and to be happy. My biggest challenge in my life as a transgender woman has not been work. I've been very lucky to find jobs or a job, okay? You guys know how many part-time jobs I've had. I've had many part-time jobs. If it didn't work out for me, I was not fearful of leaving it. As you know, I just quit my last part-time job a couple of weeks ago at a service fuel gas station. And the atmosphere there was not healthy for me, so I left. It was not healthy, so I left. But because I'm persistent in looking for a part-time job that fits me, I didn't give up, and I found one. That's how you guys have to be. When you're in a situation that things are not working out for you, don't be fearful in leaving that situation for a situation that's healthier for you. That's where I am right now in my life, okay? I'm also realizing that I have next to zero family support now. I don't have my cousins behind me. I don't have my son behind me. I don't have my brothers and sisters behind me. And I don't have my parents behind me. I feel alone in the universe. This is why I talk to my friends on YouTube and also my friends on Facebook. A few people I work with support me. The ones that don't are very obvious, and I just don't socialize with them. But I go to work every day and I do my job and I come home. That's the way we have to be to survive in society. Florida is not the most LGBTQ friendly state. It's not. It's a conservative state, and every day of every month and every year they're taking away less civil liberties and more rights from us. They're stripping us. They're making it hard for us. But luckily, if you're a hard worker, if you're a sociable person, I don't see no reason why you can't survive. You can. Okay? Sometimes we just have to be in that support system, either in our jobs or through social media, to carry you the rest of the way. All right, guys? That's where I've been in my life. I've been through the grinder with my family, as you guys know. It's in these situations and circumstances that you see who truly cares and who truly loves you and who truly supports you. If your family and friends were always by your side before you came out, there's no reason why they can't continue to be on your side anymore. Because the minute you come out, you'll see family members and friends just drop out of sight. Okay? And that's a reality. That's a reality for all of us. All of us. Not everybody in your family is going to support you. Not every parents who have trans children are going to support them. Some will, some won't. And there's a chance that maybe none of them will. My father was the root of my family. He was like the kingpin. And when you have siblings and family, if they gravitate towards your father who has these negative feelings about you, most likely you're going to lose a lot of supporters just in your family because of that. And that's what happened to me. My mother and my father, they put me in negative light with other family members. But not every family member side with them. That's a good thing. I have family members in my Facebook that support me. Okay? But unfortunately, they don't live in the States. My aunt lives in Portugal. My distant cousins live in the Netherlands. But they reached out through social media, and they tell me they know what's been happening. And they say that they agree with me, and that everything I've spoken through social media concerning my family that don't want to support me is true. Why? Because they've caught wind of it through my family, and they know. But anyway, that's enough of that negativity, because it is a negative thing. But when I vent out this way, it keeps me in reality. I have a reality check. I can't let my mind say one day they'll turn around, because they may never turn around. And me knowing this, it allows me to keep going forward and live my life and to be happy. One of the most saddest things was when my son dropped out and just doesn't support me, doesn't care for me, doesn't want to communicate with me. But like I said, I'm going to keep moving forward. And I think my future, and especially this year, looks promising and it looks exciting. I want to say thank you to you guys for taking the time to watch my channel, and I hope that you guys give me a thumbs up and you guys share my video, because there's so many people out there who have gone through the changes that I have in my life, and they need to hear and see where I've been and where I'm going and the challenges I have faced in society and also in my family. Okay? They need to see that it's possible to have a happy life. It's possible to be grounded. You don't have to have your whole family clan behind you for you to be successful and to move forward. You don't. It's their loss. I hope you guys have a nice weekend, and I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. And I'm going to keep updating my situation with my moving and where I am with my part-time job that I'm going to start here in a week and a half. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot to me, guys. It really does. Have a nice weekend.